Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. That will always be my opening statement. And the reason why it's an opening statement is because I work in the food and beverage, and anybody at any time, T, any place, P, any hour, H, are constantly in a different war zone. I had relatives from Australia that came into town, and we had a good time together 2 days ago, and they told me that they were in summer right there in Australia, in Sydney. And that's the reason why they can take almost like a whole month off right now. I was very, 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 very glad to have come across them, and we had a great time together. But the whole credit goes to the Conklin group, the Conklin family, the Conklin group, with Raymond Conklin as the CEO, who is self-employed and who is going to be doing some work for me going forward. Standing on the existing protocol, let me say that I want to give a bumper music called board members, àwọn ajẹ́rèrè board members tàwa board members, àwọn ajẹ́rèrè board members tàwa ni. Wọ́n kó olówó wọn àgòrò bàbá mo gbàdúrà kan ló kó sáyé àwa òṣìkò àwọn kan fẹ́ kẹsẹ̀ o aláìjẹun sì yọkù ojúṣojú ọmọ ọlákẹ́ tó dúró ẹlòwẹ́ kíákíá ló parẹ́. As soon as this, let me quickly say that for both those of you guys who have been looking at my podcast in the past, you may have come across issue or where most of my podcasts will just cut off. The reason why it's cutting off like that is because I'm using an arcane camera that, and not only that, I am a solo. I am my own producer. I am my own engineer. I'm also my own everything until I'm able to get money from you guys to be able to get things in place. I am saying that because on the last recording I did, I was very, 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 very straightforward on that, and I was asking you guys to go in and put in money to OGIESOBA. IDADA. My first name is Ogiesoba, and what it means is that no matter how tall is the neck, the head will sit on top. It's the same context too. I'm going to be using what you call the theory of the Sankofa. Sankofa is a Kiwi mythical belief that says that unless you are conversant, unless you go back in time to find out how you got to where you got to, you are not going to be able to go forward. And I'm going to be using that because why I say that is because when I say unless you go back in time, you're not going to be able to stream forward. I have to go back in time because 20 years ago when I did finish from DeVry, I did make the promise that I was going to be addressing the HIV/AIDS epidemic. That was when the last Bush was in office, and what he did was to sign off on the $5 billion going into all other parts of the world. But I did find out that the money went to his constituency of those who voted it into, which is faith-based, and none of this money may have gone into other parts of the world, but they did not. The money was shared among themselves. So I did went on the record on that. So after saying that, let me also quickly clear up something before this cut off from my camera. Standing on the existing protocol, my last recording, I did told everyone to follow through and say that standing on the existing protocol, I grant those of you struggling with the short attention span as an adult, remember the following advice. And he says that be on time and get more done. That is a way, that's what it says, be on time and get things done and get more done. They are telling you to go out there. When you don't feel like doing anything, still go ahead and do it. As a matter of fact, I'm not boastfully saying at the beginning, so boastfully say that you're a member of the Restitution Order. Well, that's one of the things I learned from the Restitution Order that kept me and my body together, that did not make me to fail. I always go out there and I'm on time, more than everybody else. I don't know anybody who could be more on time than me. Especially when I was in Africa, I was able to buy into that. He said, get and stay organized. That is a societal norm that they put out there. He said, get and stay organized. I personally didn't know I was struggling with attention deficit disorder. So staying organized was not even something that I even thought about. Even though you are not organized, and if you are not organized, it's not going to hurt you the most so long as you are in the go. That would reciprocate your not lack of organization. But it has a flip side to it, because after you go like that, it's going to take a toll on you. And it did take a toll on me on the long run, because when you go, like you're wearing your body out, and you're even doing menial job. This is like, for example, you're washing dishes. Like I always tell people, I'm a dish machine operator, I'm a DMO, so I'm constantly on my feet, and it did take a toll on me on the long run. But if you really put all the work there, it takes you to the other part, the third one, which says that you should get unstuck from being overwhelmed. To get unstuck again, that's the same thing. If you walk what is in front of you, you're not going to have no problem, because you're constantly on the go. Consider with other people who are not doing anything on the long run, they're going to be out there inside beside kidnapping people. Or even if they finally got themselves into where they are in the government position, they are going to be eating. Instead of seeing what they can do for other people, they will start instituting corruption, which is what we are now currently going through in Africa, in Nigeria. He said, follow through on what you start. Follow through on what you start is good. I want you to know that it's real, but at the same time too, to follow through with what you start, if you can stay with the road map in front of you, generally speaking, you may not have to become a superstar, but you can wing it on the long run, because staying with what you start is a struggle with a short attention deficit disorder. But I do know that you're not going to become a super, whatever you are, whether it's super black man, super black woman, super white woman, super black man. He said, take action in spite of your mood. I don't have a mood swing, so that didn't really, I have done well on that part. He said, decrease your stress and your anxiety. That too, if you're on the go, you are going to come across what you call P-O-T, P capital O-T, capital O, capital T, and small letter S. And all your cylinder can be blown away by one way or the other. But that's on its own is another way. On the long run, he said create deep relationship. That I am really happy about, because I have had anyone that I have met, I have a deep relationship with them. I have a deep love for everyone that I have met. There is nobody I have met in the past that I don't have a deep relationship with, because I've dealt with them on the way they are. I don't hold them prisoner. Or they can hold me prisoner. So I cannot be compromised. And not only that, I'm unstoppable based on everything. So finally, he was also saying that increase your financial success. I had put 99.9% of my few money that I make from being a dish machine operator, and spent the whole money in my upstairs, which is my head. I put everything in my head by being in school. I'm not supposed to go to primary school. Was there. Secondary school, I will flunk out, I'll go back. University in Nigeria, I did flunk and I went back and all that. Then in the United States, went into the first to finish my undergraduate, and I had a difficult time with school. That's because I didn't even know what was the monkey that was on my back. So, financially speaking, what I did was I gave away 99.9% of my thing on my head, and the rest of them I did spread it out. I gave one to people who didn't even ask for it. So I did not want to do it, but to the essence that I was giving all this essence, and I would have used to keep my wealth. I don't believe in have your eye visited the money. Now that I do believe in it, which is going to be my second for real, in my next second cast, I do believe that it was good that I did not have money when I knew I didn't want it. I didn't have it. I didn't keep it. Because if I had kept it, people would have dogged me. They would have come in and take everything. And I would have been left sitting out there in the dark, because everybody's thinking about money when I was